had this reaction when I was at Homeless Not Toothless. I certainly have it now. When they introduced fashion designer Dorit Kemsley. I mean, huh? What? I'm being really shady today, but maybe it's literally 6:24 in the morning here in LA. That's why it's dark. You can still see my wallpaper. Um, I know Beverly Beach, but Dorit is now a fashion designer. Like the people that I had on this show, Zach Posen, I've had on, Isaac Mizrahi, Norma Kamali, Mark Bauer. I have an iconic fashion designer coming up. That's Dorit. Dorit Beverly Beach. She's a fashion designer. Anyone else think that was a little weird? But Dorit and PK, they seem to work for me. I think they're a good couple. I don't get it. Taylor Dane takes the stage 4 hours, 4 minutes later. Miss Erica Jade is just beside herself. She is beside herself. She is just a fan of this woman. Erica is going to school us on 80s realness. Wow. Anne-Marie's a little younger. I guess she doesn't know who Taylor Dane is. Sarah Fraser did not know who Taylor Dane was. So there you go. When I talk about the trips, good. Dolores Catania, you got the girls to Ireland. So Jersey's also over 1 million viewers. Maybe that's where we are with this thing. You get over 1 million viewers, you get a real trip, right? Jersey had Ireland. They had Barcelona. I guess I should just move on, but Potomac went to fucking Austin, Texas. No offense to Austin. Austin, Texas? Come on now. The hell is that shit? And the Trixie Motel. Love you, Trix. It's weird. It's weird to me, guys. It's just weird. I don't know. Next week, we see next week. So did anything happen on Beverly Hills? You guys seem to love when I talk Beverly Hills, but what's really happening? What's really, really happening? Next week, Annemarie reveals when she ran into Crystal before she was cast. Crystal told her, I guess that's the same time she told Crystal, I'm a doctor. I'll never see you again. I'm a doctor. And Crystal says, I'll never see you again either. By the way, I'm not putting it in writing, but the cast I'm working with, they're unintelligent and shallow. Could I see her calling Erica and Dorit and Garcelle and Satine unintelligent and shallow? Kyle Richards, probably. Do we care? I don't know. So that's that is my whole recap of Beverly Hills. I got nothing else. I got no gas left in this tank, guys. Was it that interesting? I don't know. And yet we can't look away. Yet we can't look away. Someone sent me a screenshot of me and Sarah there. I don't know. Blink and you'll apparently we were there. Sarah had on a green dress. Apparently, we were sitting really. Oh my God, way to bury the lead. Let me just tell you that I we were truly sitting right behind the Housewives. The closest people to us were Mauricio, Kyle, and Sutton. Like Sarah and I were literally next to Kyle and Mauricio. I'm sorry, from where I was sitting, I was shocked to see that scene in the car where she was like, I'm this, and then I'm going off to Spain. And like Mauricio's like, what? They seem so fine at this event. Now, this was before we heard about Miss Morgan Wade. We never even heard the name Morgan Wade at the time. This Homeless Not Toothless was I'm telling you right now, last April, because I got my place in LA, flew home back to the Hamptons, and then the whole Homeless Not Toothless thing came about like 2 weeks later. And I'm like, fuck my life. I'm coming back for this. And then I came back. And then I went to it. Like, this is the whole point that I have a place in LA. I was so proud of like, yes, I'm going to come back. This is I knew bi-coastal life. Well, then I came back and forth 8,000 times over the summer and since. And I'm like, careful what you wish for. But that was a in April. So we didn't even know about Morgan Wade at that point. Kyle and Mauricio separating. We didn't know about any of that. But there were some rumors. We didn't see the ring and blah, blah, but nothing about Morgan. But they seemed, I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't eat a fucking lick of my food. I watched everything at that table the whole time. Kyle and Mauricio seemed so in love, fine, great. At one point, Mauricio was coming out of the bathroom from smoking pot. Sarah and I were like, can we go in the bathroom and smoke pot with you? I don't even smoke pot. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. But I would have with Mo. Mo declined at that moment. Very lovely gentleman. But he's like, I'm good, man. I just took my hits or whatever the fuck he said. Sarah was disappointed. I'm like, thank God we don't have to really do this because I don't want to smoke pot. I'm a drinker. I fucking love vodka, you know? This past Saturday, oh my God. Oh my God. We went to Cafe Formosa for dinner and I had like two martinis. And then we went to RHOBH in West Hollywood afterwards. I thank God someone in I was with said, let's switch to vodka soda. I had I think four vodka sodas and two martinis. That is, I mean, Sunday was just, and Christian Siriano and Alicia Silverstone, very good friends in real life. I mean, of each other, not of mine. They were right next to us at Orbar. So welcome to LA, Christian Siriano and Alicia Silverstone. They're like really, truly BFFs. Our own Christian's one of us. He's from Bravo. But they really, truly are. Like that's his muse. They're really, truly friends. My point is I drank a fucking shit ton. That's not normal. If I didn't switch to vodka sodas and it was four martinis plus two at the restaurant, six, I think you wouldn't even be speaking to me. I think I would actually, I don't know what would have happened to me. But so I'm a drinker, you know? I'm a drinker, guys. I don't really like pop. Anyway, they seemed fine from where I was sitting. Truly. They did not seem like they were having any problems. And at one point, when I was talking to Crystal, it was just the two of us. uh, we were like, I'm like, let's take a picture. And she was like, not to taking the picture with me. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, listen, I can't tell you, right? I mean, that's the whole point. We can't reveal anything. But she's like, when you're right, you know you're right. And she's like, I'm just, and somehow it was obvious she was talking about Annemarie. I don't know if I mean, I think maybe I asked her and I said, how's the new girl doing? So it was clear to me when we were talking about Annemarie, and she said, I don't know. I can't say anything, but when you're right, you're right. And I know I'm right. So I guess it was about this whole anesthesiologist and lying thing. But there you go. Didn't see anything there. Shock or Kyle knows how to cover stuff up. Okay, let's move on. In the real world, you know,